Eagles soar, lions roar, and cheetahs race. These are the apex predators we often admire. But hidden in the murky waters lies a prehistoric powerhouse that can humble even the fiercest of beasts. Today, we dive into jaw-dropping, brutal encounters where the crocodile asserts its dominance with ruthless precision. Sometimes, even nature's fastest runners must confront a deadlier force: water ruled by crocodiles. In one tense moment, two cheetahs found themselves cornered, forced to cross a river teeming with danger. With no turning back, they leapt in. Every stroke was a race against death as a massive crocodile surged from the depths behind them. The chase was terrifying, but with hearts pounding and instincts blazing, the cheetahs reached the shore, shaken, soaked, but miraculously alive. A close call in the wild where speed means nothing if you can't outswim the jaws of fate. On a still mirror-like lake, a lone pelican glided peacefully, scanning the water for fish. But beneath that calm surface, danger waited. In a flash, a crocodile burst upward with explosive power, jaws wide and unforgiving. The pelican thrashed and flapped, trying desperately to break free. But the grip was iron. In seconds, the struggle ended. The lake fell silent again as the crocodile vanished below, leaving behind only ripples and a brutal reminder: in nature, peace can shatter in an instant. Every year, the great zebra migration turns into a perilous crossing, where survival hangs by a thread. As thousands of hooves churn the river, crocodiles lie hidden beneath the surface, patient and ready. One zebra, caught in the chaos, was snatched midstream. It kicked and struggled, eyes wide with terror, but the jaws were unrelenting. Within moments, blood stained the water. The current carried away what remained. In the wild, even a journey of life can end in sudden death. Crocodiles lie in wait, silent, unseen, deadly. In one heart-stopping moment, a single zebra was dragged down midstream. It kicked and struggled, eyes wide with panic, but the reptile struck with terrifying precision. The water turned red as the herd moved on, leaving behind one more life lost to the ancient jaws of the river. A brutal reminder: survival comes at a cost, brutal efficiency. Its desperate thrashing slowed, then stopped, swallowed by the muddy chaos. It never stood a chance. Just another tragic chapter in the endless struggle for survival in the heart of the Nile, where every crossing is a deadly gamble. But crocodiles don't always wait in water to kill. Sometimes death crawls silently onto land. In this chilling scene, a wild boar rooted near the riverbank, completely unaware of what stalked it from the shadows. Then, an explosion of power. The crocodile lunged with terrifying speed, its jaws clamping down before the boar could even react. Screams echoed for only seconds before both vanished beneath the surface. No struggle, no escape. Just another ruthless triumph for an apex predator that's ruled since the age of dinosaurs. A gray longer monkey made a single fatal mistake, venturing too close to the water's edge. For a moment, all was still. Then, like lightning from the depths, a crocodile erupted from the river. Its powerful jaws clamped down on the monkey's arm with bone-crushing force. The langur shrieked in panic, thrashing wildly, but it was no use. The predator began its brutal signature move, the death roll, dragging the monkey deeper with each spin. The screams faded. The water stilled. Another life claimed by the silent killer lurking just below the surface. Confidence turned into catastrophe. A powerful lion full of pride stepped into the river with the arrogance of a king. Head high, muscles rippling, certain no creature would dare oppose him. But beneath the surface, a silent assassin was waiting. In an instant, the water exploded. A massive crocodile lunged with terrifying precision, clamping its jaws onto the lion's body. Nearby, a group of impalas approached the riverbank, graceful and cautious. They came only to drink, not to challenge the silent ruler that lurked beneath the surface. The air was still, the water calm, but danger was waiting. In a split second, the illusion shattered. A crocodile erupted from the depths with terrifying force, its jaws snapping shut around an impala's leg. The helpless animal screamed and struggled, but it was no match for the brute's strength, pulling it into the murky abyss. The rest of the herd scattered in panic, hooves pounding the ground as they fled the scene. It was over as quickly as it began. One impala gone, the river still once more. A brutal, unforgettable reminder etched into their instincts. A lone deer approached the water's edge, unaware of the silent menace beneath. It leapt and scrambled as panic took over, but it was too late. In a thunderous burst, the crocodile exploded from below, jaws clamping down in a single devastating strike. The struggle ended in seconds. Silence returned to the river. Even bold and rowdy baboons, known for their noise, strength, and fierce group dynamics, aren't safe when the river comes alive. It started like any ordinary moment. A troop lounged near the water's edge, grooming, playing, completely unaware of the nightmare below. Then, in an instant, the calm shattered. A crocodile exploded from the surface like a torpedo of muscle and teeth, locking its massive jaws around one unlucky baboon. The victim barely had time to scream. Its troops scattered in all directions, shrieking in terror, but there was nothing they could do. The crocodile began its death roll, dragging the baboon into the murky deep. The water churned, then went still. What was once a place of rest had become a scene of horror, a brutal reminder that in the wild, even the fearless can fall in a heartbeat. Not even the skies are safe when the crocodile is near. In a bold and reckless move, a powerful eagle descended from the heavens, wings stretched wide, aiming to snatch a piece of meat from the water's edge, left behind by a crocodile. For a brief moment, it seemed the Sky King would get away with it, but the swamp had other plans. With shocking speed, the crocodile surged from the water, jaws wide in a flash of teeth and fury. The eagle flinched mid-swoop, forced to drop its prize and veer off in panic. The message was clear. In this kingdom, thievery has consequences, and even the fiercest hunters of the sky must show respect when the swamp's true ruler stirs. Vultures gathered at the water's edge, carefree and distracted, splashing in the shallows as if nothing could touch them. But beneath the surface, a silent predator was watching, patient, focused, and ready to strike. In an instant, the illusion of safety shattered. The crocodile exploded from the water like a missile, jaws wide and unforgiving. One vulture didn't even have time to react. It was seized mid-splash and dragged under in a storm of feathers and fury. A peaceful bath turned into a fatal mistake. In the wild, even the scavengers aren't safe. A fragile baby bird, fresh from the nest, took its first fall, not to the ground, but into the cold, unforgiving water below. It flailed, chirping in panic. Wings too weak to fly, body too small to swim. For a brief moment, it seemed the little one might make it to the edge. But nature had other plans. From beneath the surface, a shadow moved. Then, without a ripple to warn, a crocodile erupted with terrifying precision. One brutal snap, and the tiny life was swallowed whole. No time to struggle. These brutal, awe-inspiring scenes are more than just dramatic moments. They're a reminder of nature's raw balance. The crocodile, a relic from a time long before us, continues to dominate with unmatched power and patience. So next time you think of apex predators, remember, beneath the still water lurks a survivor that's outlasted dinosaurs, and it's not going anywhere. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more untamed moments from the wild. Thanks for watching, and stay wild.